you shall have the desire of your heart. It's going to sound a little crazy, but it's literally manipulating energy. It's all about energy. Every single thing has energy. It's like every animal, every tree, every single thing. It's, you know, my company, I've made them over $1 million 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row. And why? What do I say? What have I said this year as we come to an end? Get ready, number 5. Call it what you will. It is magical because you know what? I can still believe in God and believe in energy. Dogs, cats, birds, everything is sent to you divinely. I know people freak out when you even talk about spirit guide. Like I grew up with a mom that if you even looked at your horoscope, oh my God, that's it. You are so, or try to watch Harry Potter. It's just, please, you know what? You want to say, hello, spirit team, welcome. Let's kick butt on this day. Let's just all gather together and let's have a heck of a day. Oh, my name is Shawne. I believe that you let your energy walk in the room before anything else. I believe that honestly, that's why it's so important. And I don't think people realize that. It is literally spirit. It is energy that walks in the room before you even get there. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just all human stuff outside of that.
How do you prepare your mindset before starting your day?
I mean, I actually appreciate gratitude, I would have to say, is the most important part, because gratitude, just waking up the new day, just looking so forward to no matter what, that you're gonna have experiences, you know what I mean? I believe that everything is always working out for our best and highest good, and whatever you need, what you're looking for is looking for you. So how are you supposed to find what's looking for you and what you're looking for if you don't show up? And you have to show up 100%, because honestly, the thing that I believe is when you ask, you believe, and then you just literally, I lift my hands up like that and I say, I am ready to receive. And I live my life like that. I'm not saying we don't have bad days. I'm not saying that I'm not so tired like I was this morning trying to get up, but I literally said, okay, deep breath, Shawne, and you know what? This must be an extra special day because you feel extra tired, and usually that's the way it goes. But once I get up, I'm just like, wow, like where does time go? Like it's already gone. I've already had like 5 amazing experiences that I am so grateful for. And these are things like hugging someone before they leave, knowing you made a difference in someone's life. And it's just, no matter what, it does not even about a sale. It's not about a sale. It is literally about the experience. So yeah, that I wake up, expect the experience, and I get all the other stuff like the frosting on the cupcake. It literally is. I already have a good cupcake, but I'm getting the frosting on the cupcake because I woke up and I actually followed through. This is just another aha moment I thought was super important to share, because I was driving along with my son, my husband. We're going on a great adventure on the way to somewhere to eat, happy as could be. I mean, I was sitting in the back seat. We're just doing our thing. All of a sudden, my son started, he was driving, and he said, man, tire's going down quick. It was like 24, 23, 22. And I'm like, ah! Okay, so then he goes, well, it's going down pretty quick, so let's just turn in here. Well, he happened to turn into the most beautiful, go in my mind, pick out a neighborhood that would just be like the most beautiful thing I have ever seen, like in a Hallmark movie. And he drove into there. We sat on the side. It was just so perfect. I got so much joy watching all the people walk their dogs. The trees were all changing colors. There was a park right there. I couldn't think of anything better. I was so in love with the part of that journey that I literally didn't even, the part of where my tire was slashed and could not be repaired didn't even like stress me out, because I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna get new tires now. I was like, oh well, thank God. So what did I do? I went back to all the things I was thankful for. Man, thank God that didn't happen on the freeway. Oh my gosh, thank God that happened in a beautiful neighborhood where AAA can find me. Thank God I have AAA. I just went through the gratitude list, and man, I was like, pretty soon, that's probably one of my greatest memories. I took 2 of those little leaves off of the ground there that were changing colors that brought me so much joy, and I have them in my house. Till this day, I always look at those little leaves and I go, man, just another example that everything is always working out for my best and highest good. I have these 2 leaves to remind me that even though I had a yucky thing happen, a tire that I really couldn't afford to fix, and it was unrepairable, that it ended up being great. I got new tires, I was safe, I was divinely guided and protected to where I was brought into a safe place before it was harmful. And that's what it is. Life is always working out for your best and highest good. So again, just enjoy the journey. I wasn't focused on the restaurant I was going to or anything else. I was like, okay, we're just gonna what do you call it on Friends? Pivot. Yeah, pivot. We're gonna pivot. Yeah, and we're just gonna do something different. So I just wanted to share that.
You were so
I love it.
memorable. And your energy.
I love life, yeah.
What does being in alignment mean to you?
Oh my gosh.
What does that even mean?
It's this right here. It's literally people don't realize how it's not going to be perfect. We're human and we don't wake up that way every day. So I don't even want to give that illusion that it's just normal. Like if it just comes to you every day, it's work. It's making a choice every day to literally say, I want to be the best version of myself. And also, when you mess up, someone can cut you off, someone can take your parking spot, someone can do the thing that upsets the human part of us, but basically, it's taking a deep breath, literally 17 seconds, like Esther says, and Abraham, and choosing to just go back into the flow of things. Life gives you evidence that it's always working out for you, but sometimes we get so caught up in the situation that we're not seeing all of the blessings that are all around us. I always go to bed at night thinking, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep and all the gifts are just gonna get lined up, ready for me to come into work today. And no matter what, if you literally look for those little blessings, it could be that a ladybug flew on me the other day. And I got so much joy from that ladybug. Yeah, ladybug. And I was like, wow, you found me. Thank you. I was on my golf cart. How did you do that? But I appreciated those little things. You know what I mean? So it's beautiful.
What are alien channelings? You mentioned Esther Hicks.
Oh, I love that because I remember the first time someone ever introduced me to that. And it's amazing. And I didn't know what it was, but I was just so open to knowing that I wanted to live life to the fullest. I knew that, man, before it was just struggle. It was just depending on my human self to make it happen. And I knew that everybody possesses beautiful gifts. Mine was having such a strong intuition. I just treasure that every day. But it was also knowing that other people had gifts too, like Esther. And I can't even tell you, on a scale from 1 to 10, 15, Esther. Her messages, you can look it up on YouTube. You can get her books. She has that book, The Breathing Technique. I remember the first time I discovered that. My gosh, no one would ever know I suffered with anxiety so bad. They would think, oh no, not happy Shawne. She doesn't suffer with anxiety. Yeah, behind the scenes, I was just a bundle of anxiety. And I said, no, you know what? I'm gonna try everything I can because I know how powerful of a being I am. Not just me, but you, and you, and you, and you. We are all that powerful. Our words are literally so strong that they can shape our day. They can shape our lives. I had a perfect example last night, actually. I was with my friend. She's having a lot of changes in her life right now, and she's fearful because we all get that way. We're human. Just remember that. Always remember you're human. Humans are just like la, 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 la. But when you tap into spirit, when you tap into source, which Esther talks about, and source can be God. It can be that to anybody, whatever you call it, but my God is my source. And I tap into that knowing that there is something higher that is always divinely guiding me and protecting me at all times. And like I said, there is no judgment. When you walk in, you are just all about your spiritual walk. You don't sit in judgment of anyone, of any religion, of anything. You are just love. It flows from you. And you'll find it easier and easier just to, you know what I mean? Just roll in it. You're going to have moments, but you're going to find it easier to bounce right back. But my friend was going through and we were just walking, enjoying our night together. I haven't seen her in a year. And she was telling me about all these changes that were coming up. And I was like, you know what? First of all, I love you. And second of all, I need to point out the fact that you have a lot of fear going on right now. And so how can you expect all of these amazing things to just flow like a vortex of just pure, perfect alignment if you are throwing little things in there of negativity? And I don't want to hurt you. I just want to love you as a friend enough to say, let's keep it positive. Let's go back to the powerful human being that you know you are. Let's speak positive things. Let's not go to the negative thing, because it would be like, I'm going to get this, but then if this happens. So it was always canceling out all the good. So picture this. When you have all this positive thing, every time you throw a negative in there, it cancels it out. So we don't want to be void and cancel. We want to literally just keep on going. This took me years to learn. Trust me. I didn't just wake up like this. It took me years and years and years to just want it so bad that I started to look into it. I started to learn it. I started to live it. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful gift once you get it.
Buddhists call
Yes,
that
yes.
absolute victory.
Woo! I know. It is. It really is.
They face their challenges looking for the victory.
It is. And you know what? But remembering too, because see, as human beings, there's always going to be failure. We're going to not be perfect in every situation. So self-love is what comes into play there. Loving yourself, forgiving yourself. I speak this into my friends. I infuse them with this love, because I had just another friend who came into my life, and man, she just didn't think she was worthy of love. That a love that would be devoted and loyal and not verbally be abusive. She was like, when I met her, I just said, no, you're worthy of the best. Don't you understand? The best, the truest love. You need to love yourself to set up an example of what it is you expect. So you ask, you believe, and you receive. So she started waking up every day going, I deserve love. I'm worthy of it. And she said, Shawne, until I met you, I never even thought that I deserved to have a relationship that was healthy. She said I would always attract. See, what she would attract is the things that she thought she was worthy of. But I said, no. If you can't see who you are through your eyes, then I will tell you what I see. Because let me tell you, what I see is a woman here who is beautiful, smart, courageous, who just doesn't know what it is that she possesses, and she doesn't realize that she deserves the very best. And I'm telling you something, doors just opened up for her. She's a nurse. She has a great life. She got offered a beautiful contract that paid her more than anything ever paid her. It was like the domino effect. It just click, right into play. Once she said, I'm ready, I surrender. I want to surrender. I want to just try to be step by step, minute by minute, aligned with my best and highest good. Boom. Every door, every window opened up for her.
Is that affirmations?
Yes, affirmations are so important. Mantras, affirmations, just telling yourself, if you're not even sure. I've had stressful days where I had so much on my mind, and I came here and I was like, you know what? Under my breath, I was like, you know what? I got this. Because I know that everything is always working out for my best and highest good. I would have to say that is my number one affirmation. If you need one, say that one. I know. Feel how good that feels right there? That everything is working out for my best and highest good.
How do you shift your state if you notice frustration or difficulties arise?
Again, the 17-second rule, I literally call it that. I learned that from Esther Hicks, and 17 seconds, I thought, I can do 17 seconds. 17 seconds to just realign. And I was like, take a deep breath, man. Just walk outside. When you walk outside, you're like, hey, man, I'm breathing. I have trees around me. I have grass. Whatever it is you're looking at, you are alive. That one thing right there can align you back to where you need to be. I think it is a consciousness of being able to get aligned, to throw yourself back into the alignment every time. It's to be able to go, I'm choosing this. Because see, life will give you experiences. And the thing that you're talking about right now is this comes from a life of experience, knowing that no matter what it looked like, no matter what I was facing, I always have proof to go back to that it all worked out for my best and highest good. I will use a perfect example. When I started this right here, this is a perfect example. I lived in a country club home, the home of my dreams. I lived there 6 years, paid $3,000 a month for rent, living my life, thought it was just the key to happiness, never knew anything else. I went ahead, 2020 came along. It was a challenging time for everyone. My landlady had nowhere to go, so I said, you know what, man, you don't have anywhere to go. But knowing that what you put out there is like a boomerang and comes back, I knew that if we did the right thing, and believe me, we didn't have to move out, 2020, you had like rights. But we said, let's see what happens. We had 2 months to do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not gonna say that I wasn't sad leaving that beautiful country club home, one home out of 10 homes around the private island, but I ended up getting a 97 Safari with no slides, a hallway on wheels, and moving into that, doing full-time RV living. I did not work here. I did not do that. I did that on pure faith. Those words that I know that life is always working out for my best and highest good. Knowing that if I could walk it through to the other side, my most amazing blessing was waiting right there for me. It's like getting to the finish line, holding your hands up in the air and just running through the finish, the end of the line. I walked right into victory. This job right here found me. I used to be just happy as can be doing my thing in the laundry room, and they found me and said, would you like to work here? I said, yeah. So evidence, another piece of evidence in my little bag of evidence. So I can dig in that bag. I can find courage. I can find strength in those times to get me through whatever it is I'm gonna face, or do. It's just an amazing way to live. It's the vortex of pure joy. Like, do you want to be in that beautiful vortex that just runs smoothly? Or do you want to be in the vortex where it's just picking up all this stuff, like picture Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. It's got a house, it's got a cow, it's got everything in there. Chaos. Nope, I'm going to choose the vortex. The one that's just out in the middle of the field doing its thing. And then it just goes away. I mean, you can look it up on YouTube. Vortex, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, or vortex just in the middle of the field doing its thing with ease and flow. Yeah.
That was an amazing
Yeah.
description. A lot of attraction.
Yeah, it is. What you think about, you bring about. What you are looking for is looking for you, I promise you. So be careful. What is it you're looking for? What are the words you're actually saying with your mouth? Because your tongue is probably the most powerful thing you have. So yes, I'm telling you something. It is, you have been given everything in this world to be successful. We each choose this journey, and that's another thing I had to learn, is that I cannot just go butt into someone else's journey. I can't go and just go, no. No, we each sign up and we meet people along the way that promised us, if this is just the way, my opinion, that said, hey, you know what? Someday I'm gonna find you. Someday our souls will connect, and I will know that I was meant to know you. And then we will go to the next level. I mean, I put you in charge right here to say, Shawne, you know what? I found you. Let's find others. Let's sow love. Let's sow hope. And you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. It's a journey. It's not even about the destination. So many people are focused on the destination. It is literally the journey. That is the most amazing part. Mm-hmm.
So what you're describing is not being reactive, but proactive.
Right. So like, I'm a big believer in, I started to really change my life the last couple of years saying, you know what? It's not my job to control. It is my job to how I react to any situation. So if I'm choosing to react in a negative, argumentative, stressful way, or if I'm choosing that, I'm making a choice either way. We cannot blame our choices on anyone else. If someone is doing something to irritate me and it's just like a thorn in the side, I have to stop myself right there and say, what is it that I am supposed to learn from this? What is it that I need to mirror and try to figure out what it is that's triggering that irritation? And almost every situation, my friend, I have found that is a lesson, and it is a beautiful lesson, because once you overcome that, it's never gonna come back. You're gonna go, oh, I'm fine with this. I know why. Guess what? It just taught me to love unconditionally again. Taught me to surrender again. Taught me to just rise above again. It taught me this. It taught me that. When you come out of that and you have 20 beautiful things that you got from that, do you think you're going to focus on the one negative thing that you got? You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing.
Is that how you set up a boundary, not
Yeah.
to absorb?
Yeah, you have to have
energy?
boundaries. Oh my gosh, very good about the boundaries, because once you start operating in energy like this, it's going to sound a little crazy, but it's literally manipulating energy. It's all about energy. Every single thing has energy. It's like every animal, every tree, every single thing. It's manipulating the energy because we're taking control of it, okay? I don't like that word manipulating, but it's taking control of the energy and using the energy to really literally be a good thing for you. It sounds magical. It sounds all Disney wand, magical. Call it what you will. It is magical because you know what? I can still believe in God and believe in energy. It's what a body is made of. I mean, you can go to medical school and learn that every single thing. Energy makes the heart beat. Energy makes the mind work. You can hear, you can see. Don't you tell me that energy is not existing there. So you're going to get people that are going to go, oh, that's whoa, you know, that's like, ooh, that's really pushing it. Nope. I'm never going to back down. This is who I am. This is what I do. And I am never going to stop believing that this is how life works. What you are putting out there is what you will receive back. So if you just think of life like a boomerang, when you throw a boomerang, it goes like this. It looks like it's going way out there, but it'll come back. And so I want all the goodness that I've sown, the seeds that I've sown, to come back to me for a beautiful harvest. I always think of that. Yeah. And so what? One seed, maybe a day, you had like 2 seeds that didn't take. Guess what? Oh, well, 50 seeds did. You know what I mean? It's going to come back to you.
Can you tell us a story about how you've been able to manifest something successfully?
Oh God, I have so many beautiful stories of manifesting a life that I desire. I'll tell you a story though that is just absolutely the truth. I swear to you, as I sit here, I was with one of my very best friends. She was looking for an apartment. She called me and said, Shawne, please come with me and look at the apartment. I was like renting from a place that I wasn't happy in anyway. So my little blessing was looking for me, okay? And I didn't even know it. So I went with her. And now listen, I decided to show up, right? I could have said, nope, I'm not going. I'm staying home. But I say, nope. I know in life that there's blessings at every turn. It's like playing one of those video games. You're going to go get every single little thing that you can. That's the part of the game. You're going to go getting all the little treasures. Well, I think of life like that. So I got up and I went in there and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get those treasures. So I go there and thought, okay, what is this going to hold, this experience? So I'm standing with her. The man was really nice. He says to me, oh, you know, you girls are wonderful. The apartment's available. It was upstairs. She was happy as could be. We were walking down the steps and there was just the most coziest apartment downstairs. I looked at that apartment and I go, that apartment right there, I would love to live in that corner right there. So she goes, oh, wouldn't that be so nice? I go, you would be upstairs. I would be right under you. We would be together all the time. Best friends. I mean, here I am married and everything else, but my husband worked over the road and I couldn't think of a better thing to be with my best friend all the time, right? So I go, right here, man, I could just picture it. And so I go home and she goes, well, I took the apartment, and she goes, you're not going to believe this. My new landlord's been calling me and asking about you, Shawne. He wants to know if you want the corner apartment. The lady just gave her notice. She's got a job offer in Vegas. She gave her notice. I was there that day. He knew that I pointed to that apartment. He told my friend, tell Shawne if she's interested, and I'll even pick the colors that she wants because I'm going to redo some stuff. How amazing is life? He is going to redo the apartment for me in my colors. It just doesn't get any better than that. And then take it a step further. I said, man, I wish I could find one of those Brady Bunch picnic tables with the wheels and the swivelly seats. And I was getting into it because that's the way you manifest. You get into every detail until you can feel yourself sitting in that seat. And I am not kidding you. If the landlord goes, I'm looking for a a patio table. Did not get into details with him. He calls me and says, I was supposed to give this to the thrift store, but do you want it? Do you want to come over and see it? I said, sure, I'll take it. I would love that, right? It was exactly like the table, the wheels, the age, the whole entire thing. It was exactly what I was looking for. No, this example, my friend, of this divine intervention right here, our guides, our loved ones, all putting together, helping along the way to just connect the dots. Picture those pictures we used to do as kids where you would connect the dots, and by the time you got done, it was the most beautiful picture you had ever seen. But until then, until you connected those dots, you didn't even know what the heck that was. You could have said, I'm not interested, or you could grab that excitement, say, I can't wait to know what happens when I connect the dots. That's the mentality you have to have. Wake up, get excited, connect the dots, because you don't know what it holds. I mean, I had manifested probably the best couple of years of my life, living next to my best friend, so many wonderful memories, an amazing landlord. I mean, the joy I found, and what was so beautiful about it was in the background, all these things were lining up, gathering up together, coming to just trying to find me, when my heart desired so badly, while my husband was out of town, to have the comfort of a friend. Not only was it a friend, but it was a best friend. And it was a landlord who truly cared about me and my family. It was the most beautiful experience, but that's what life is, honestly.
That's amazing.
It's beautiful.
You said something about ancestors. Do you feel like your ancestors?
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
With you?
I know people freak out when you even talk about spirit guide. Like, I grew up with a mom that if you even looked at your horoscope, oh my God, that's it. You are in so. Or try to watch Harry Potter. It's just, please. You know what? You want to say hello, spirit team. Welcome. Let's kick butt on this day. Let's just all gather together and let's have a heck of a day. So the thing is check it out. Get excited. Do you know what that's like, having your own cheerleaders, your own support team? Who the heck wouldn't want to be assigned a support team? So if you want to call it a support team, that's what I call mine. I say, hello, good morning, support team. Welcome. Let's do it. This is what I need to do. I'm asking for your help to do it. Along with God. God has angels, doesn't he? That's right. We all call them. They can be, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, my support team's right there. I know my dad's always with me, watching over me. I know all my loved ones. I mean, my dear, think about it. We, as a parent, I can speak for myself as a parent, I can tell you that if I left this world, God forbid I left this world today, I will find a way to love my son and to be there and to love if my mom needed a comfort that she couldn't even explain, I would find a way to be there. You better believe I would. So do I believe in the universe being so big and so beautiful? Yes, I do. Because do you put limits on God or your source? Do you put limits on your source? Whether you call him God, whatever you do you think that there are limits to what he can do? He created a world in 7 days, if that's what you believe, and I do. But I will tell you this, oh no, every single thing that you need, everything is right there. You just have to show up with the right alignment and the right energy. So connect the dots. I will tell you, think of that visually, simplest thing. All those dots make no sense until you connect them one at a time. And that's all you have to do, is one at a time. And then the picture, the beautiful thing, shapes into this most beautiful picture. It's like putting together a puzzle. I put together a puzzle one day. It was the most beautiful lady on this puzzle, and it was my first puzzle. I hate to say that. I don't do good sitting in one place for 5 hours putting together a puzzle, but I was willing to try a new thing, okay? So I tried it with my friend Mindy, the one that I was telling you about, and I put together the puzzle, and at the very last minute, one of the pieces was missing. And I was like, oh man, we gotta find that piece because we worked so hard. And it was like, when that piece, we found it on the floor, the dog had chewed like a little bit of it, but we still put it into place. And man, it was so beautiful. And I thought to myself, oh, when I started you, you were the biggest challenge I had. It didn't make sense. It just looked like frustration in a box. But the fact that we built so many beautiful memories, eating popcorn, putting together a puzzle, every night getting together, doing a little bit of the puzzle, that was probably one of the greatest gifts I could have been given. I took something that I absolutely thought, would be a nightmare. I mean, when she poured that out, I was like, oh, they all look like blue or gray or whatever. I don't know. But I tried it. And I said, you know what, man, thank you for the experience. You know what I mean? So try new things. That's what I would say.
Esther Hicks was able to channel and connect with her spirit guides through meditation. She said she's
absolutely
trying to do it. How do you connect?
Absolutely. It's whether, okay, so I'm not really, I struggle with meditation because I have a high energy. And so I want to encourage all you people out there with a high energy that it is not impossible. But when it looked so easy to other people, I felt so sad. Like, what is it with me? Am I not supposed to have like that moment that I can meditate? Because it was such a gift. I used to see other people love it, but I just realized that I have a busy mind. And you know what? Those are just some of my special gifts because my energy is just different from everybody else's. I'm like a fingerprint. No fingerprint is the same. So think about that. When you feel different, when you feel like the black sheep, where you just you're not like, do I really fit in? Will I ever get it? I'm so different and it doesn't make me feel good. You just think about being a fingerprint. There is nobody's fingerprint that is like yours. You were handmade, knit together. You know what I mean? To be this amazing human being with special gifts of your own. So I just had to work a little harder to calm my mind. And now what meditation, instead of going in deep like that, I just wake up with a spirit of gratitude. My meditation is a little bit different from someone's. I just take a moment to breathe before my feet hit the floor. That's slowing down. I take a moment to say I'm grateful for life. Good morning. I'm excited. That can be that simple. That's what I call my meditation. And then say good morning to my support team. I'm so excited. I picture them all there with their little letters. Go, Shawne, go. You know what I mean? And so I just picture that visually. And I'm like, good morning, checking in. Let's do this. You know what I mean? And so that is what I call meditation. Remember, it doesn't have to look the same for every single person. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not say, I drive this, they drive that. They have this, I have that. That is just stuff. That junk can get in the way of something so amazing. A millionaire could come and meet you and say, I don't know what it is about you, but I want to invest in you. I want to sow seeds into you. I was told, I felt like my intuition was so strong that I was sent to you. That's how great life is, you guys. It's not even about money. Money flows to you when you're not thinking about it, when you're not forcing it, when you're not trying to possess it, control it. When you let go of that, when you just say, hey, it takes money to survive. I know that I'm always going to be blessed no matter what it is. Money will flow. Hey, my job is to sell. Guess what? I'm not worried. I'm just going to show up, be me, and I know I'll be blessed, and I am. Trust me, I am so blessed. And abundance flows through my door all day long. That I look at the clock and it's already 5 o'clock. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, ask, believe, receive. Connect the dots. I don't care if you put all these things I've talked about, put together the puzzle. Put a little of the puzzle together each day. You don't have to do a puzzle in one day. Take the time to put together the puzzle, because while you're putting together that puzzle, there's things in there you're supposed to learn. There's things in there you're supposed to hear and see. There's memories to be made, and you'll miss all of that if you try to force it. Whenever it feels forced, whenever it feels controlled, whenever it feels fearful, take those as your warning. Danger, danger, danger. This is not peace. This is not feel good. This feels like struggle. I'm not that person. Hey, did you not know I'm not put here to struggle? I mean, I'm believing. It's pure faith. It's the faith of a mustard seed, as some people say. Yeah, I got that.
The faith of a mustard seed can move a mountain.
Oh, it can crush a mountain. Not just move it, crush it. Yeah, it's so beautiful. It can just go.
I feel like there was a really important point in there that actually took me over 35 years to learn. If something doesn't feel good to you, don't stop. Right. Don't move when things feel.
When it feels forced, when it doesn't feel good, those are your gifts, my friend. No person is better than another. No person has less gifts. Some people are just awake to their gifts. They know what they are, and they tap in and they tune into them. They're just doing it a little bit earlier. Doesn't mean that you don't have the same amazing gift. We were born with intuition. That is a gift everyone receives. Know what it feels like when it doesn't feel good in here. Go with your gut. It is nothing but a little bit of time to just, I always have this rule, 3 times. I'm asking myself 3 times. I need 3 confirmations. And then I know that I'm on the right path. And ask your support team. Ask God. Ask whoever. You just ask, believe, and receive. Ask, surrender. There's days I can't surrender it right away. There's days that I literally can't give it up until I'm halfway through my day because I'm a human being. But I love myself enough to keep trying. I love myself to go, okay, Shawne, this is just rough. You're having one of those days. Just surrender again. So just surrender. Let your word be for the day, surrender. Pick a word every day. Surrender, trust, peace, joy, love, faith, unstoppable, patient, kind. Pick a word every single day and focus on that word. You will see that your life will change.
Can you give an example of how when you felt divine intuition, like the wink?
Oh yeah, I felt it in protection of my family. I felt it so strong when my husband was over the road truck driver. I remember I was like, I got this feeling like something my husband needed, like something was wrong. And I was like, I was not going to stop because it was like, like urgent. And I called him and he was like in a situation where he was dangerous. And I was like, I just don't know what it is, but I felt like I needed to like lift you up and send all the love and all the prayers I could to him for protection, because I'm trusting that those same people that protect me, the divine protection and guidance I talk about, is there, and I can send it to my husband. And trust me, he said, Shawne, that you called at the very moment I was just like, you know what I mean? So this has happened so many times in my life that I mean, there was a personal experience, and I can share that with you because I connect no names to it. But a friend of my mom's looked like the happiest person on the earth. Looked so happy and la 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 la. You would never know there was sadness in there. One day I was a young girl. It was before my son was even born. I mean, a young girl. I remember coming home for lunch and sitting there and that intuition struck me like so strong. Call her, and I'll leave it at her. And I said, that's weird, And I was so hungry, just trying to eat. It's call, like a jolt. Well, I called her and I said, hey. She said, hello. And that's all she said, hello. And I said, hey, it's Shawne. I just felt like I really should call you. I felt like I was a sense of urgency to just reach out to you and tell you you're loved. And I don't know what's going on in your life, but I want you to know what a beautiful, amazing person you are and how loved you are. And your family loves you so much. We all love you so much. And she didn't say one word. And I felt like kind of that awkward feeling because I was just the only one talking. So I said, okay, well, you know what? Just remember that. I hope you have a beautiful day. And she said, okay, talk to you later. Bye. She called my mom that night. I will never forget that. She called my mom and she said, I don't know. I would probably never tell anyone else this for the rest of my life, but you are my very best friend, like a sister. And your daughter called me today, the very moment I was getting ready to take my life. And she said, I had to go and look out the window to see if she was out there looking at me. It was that right down to the second that saved her life. I'm not trying to say I saved her life, but I was just, that intuition was so strong and I followed through. It kept coming stronger and stronger and stronger. Well, thank God. A reminder to someone that was so hopeless, didn't feel like she even mattered. And yet to have a divine intervention like that, to where at the very moment that no one knew what was going on, not even me, that she was gonna just lay it all down and not live anymore. She's still here with us. Yeah, it's amazing.
Can't stop the spirits when they need
No, you can't. You can't stop them. You can't. I will never forget that. That was probably one of my moments I realized, oh God, thank God. I will never doubt it. I may look like a fool. I may look crazy. I don't care. A person at the drive-thru needed to hear that they were appreciated. And my new thing is, not new, but more, I am just committed every day to, I don't care if someone holds a door for me, if they bring me a bag of chips, I say, I appreciate you. When I go through Del Taco and they're like, here you go, I appreciate you. I use that word, and when I say it like that. I appreciate you. And they just feel the love from that. You just never know. Someone could have been laying there that night saying, you know what? I was just sitting there. I was laying in bed last night and I said, hey man, if like this world sucks, it feels like a dark place. Things are so expensive. Life feels impossible. If there's truly something good out there, show me. And then all of a sudden you come through and you don't even know why, but you go through their line and you tell them, man, you matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be 50 minutes long. It can just say, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Have a good day. Have a blessed day. Have a fabulous day. Have a wonderful day. You know what I mean? It's just a beautiful thing. Love is free, you guys. Like, love is free. Give it away. Love is planting a seed every single day and knowing that when your harvest comes, it will be absolutely beautiful. It is beautiful. And if you feel the peace right now, it's a beautiful thing. It's like, aha moment when you just go, yeah, like that's how it is. It's a never-ending story. You know what? One of the most valuable things I can ever say to anyone is you are the author of your own story. At any moment, you do not like who you have picked to play those parts. At any moment, you feel overwhelmed and you don't like where that chapter is leading you. Take back the pen. Take back the power and just write a new chapter. Make it exciting. Believe. You know what I mean? Come on, we see it every day in movies, and that's what Disney's made of. You know what I mean? Believing. We go to Disneyland, do we all feel like kids again? You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. They just provide us a safe place for the day. Does it mean that our life changed? No, but it changed for that 12 hours that we were at Disneyland, you know?
How can prayer influence our life?
Call it such a special time and a special gift you give yourself every day, because it's a time for you just to connect with your dreams and your hopes and your desires. It's surrendering humanness to something bigger than you. You have to believe, you guys. I mean, a baby is born. It's a miracle. I mean, you can't even explain it. You know what I mean? Trees grow. The moon comes down every day and gives us a moon. The sun rises. We don't ask it to. I mean, have you ever watched a sunset at the beach? It's the most beautiful thing you ever saw. It goes down, 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 and it just happens. We don't have it on a timer. You know what I mean? We don't do any of that. So to me, that kind of reminds me of prayer. It's tapping in, having a moment to just tap into all that your heart desires, believing in God that He can do the impossible. Mm-hmm.
How do you avoid burnout?
Ugh, I don't avoid it. It happens to everybody. You would have to say that you're not a human being if you don't get burnout, if you don't have bad days. That's one of the things. I may be a super positive person, but I am a human being. I have bad days. I have days that are so full of anxiety. I have days that are, I make a choice every day to go, and if I'm having a hard day, just take a deep breath. Go in the bathroom. Go wherever you are. Just go aside and just catch your breath and say, you know what? Oh, am I so grateful that I'm going to take this big eraser. I used to have daycare for 15 years. And I will tell you that I taught my kids at the end of the day when Johnny had a rough day. And then believe me, there was a Johnny. And he always had a rough day. He was so like full of energy, and I understood energy. So I would always make Johnny a helper. And Johnny would get to be a helper and feel good about himself instead of feeling like a pain or a nuisance or a bother. So basically, I would give Johnny a job that helped him feel like he really mattered. And so at the end of the day, when he would do the one thing at the end of the day that like he felt voided out all the good stuff that he had done, he was like so disappointed in himself. And I said, honey, what's wrong? And he said, well, you told me not to do that. Remember when my friend and I hit my friend? And I said, okay, so listen to me. Let's take out the eraser. And we took out our pretend eraser and we erased every single thing. And I told him tomorrow is a brand new day. When you leave this door, you are not going to think about the one thing that you didn't do right, but you're going to think about the 8 things that you did right. You were such a good helper today. So think about that as a little child. It's taking out that big eraser, erasing all the things that you think you did wrong. We are our worst. I think the one thing that we do wrong, just like those little kids, we have a lot to learn from children, by the way. Children can teach us a lot and basically come in and they can teach us how to be patient, kind, loving, and they can teach us that, Like, did you ever go to a kid that didn't wake up and expect the day to be great? Like, seriously, they're like, hello, my lunch will be made. My mom will like tell me what to wear. Everything is gonna be great. Well, we need to wake up with that child, because we are all children deep down inside of there. Don't think that just because you age, that your baby, your inner child right there, she's always here. He's always here. And we need to love them. They have been through a lot. There's some things there in some children that have never had the chance to heal. And then we just need to help them find all the great things. Maybe they didn't have a mom or dad or someone else that taught them that they were amazing. Maybe they had a dysfunctional childhood, okay? But that's okay, because we're here to say, hey man, you're pretty great. Like, I really enjoyed my time with you. Thank you for coming along my path today. You know that? And they're like, wow, someone said I'm great. Someone said I have these great qualities. You know what I mean? Let's just be that person that points out every single wonderful thing you see in someone. I challenge every single one of you to do that, and watch how amazing your life will be. You know what I mean?
That was an amazing description of your inner child.
I always love her, because you know what, man? Okay, now you can make me cry. When I was little, I was always the girl like this right here, like full of energy. And my mom, I was her first one. 17 years old, I was my mom's Mother's Day present. So my mom was a young girl trying to arrange, and then 13 months later, my sister came along. So basically, I was like, God, I didn't even get to be a baby. Like, I was a baby, like, realized I didn't really even get to be a baby because my sister came along. And then you wonder why I was feeling like, man, Mom, you're holding her all the time. I'm 13 months. Like, you know what I mean? Still a baby. So I remembered my voice, and I was always that person. Why? Okay, why? And I was like, I always was made to feel, and I do love my mom, but man, like, Shawne, can you stop? You know, she had a lot going on. I mean, she had 4 kids, and I was always the one going, why? Why? And then I would just not wait around. I would just go do it. My mom would say, sit on that potty. Sit on that potty. Do not get up. So you know what I did? I figured it out. I was like, you know what? That's fine. You may make me sit here on this potty, but the potty's coming everywhere with me. I grabbed it and I walked around the whole entire house with the potty stuck to me. Yeah, so I was like, I'm still making everybody happy, you know what I mean? But what I realized in my life was my voice was one of my greatest gifts. It was my greatest gift. And I am so thankful that little girl never stopped, never shut up. Because seriously, my voice has been the thing that shows people love. It's the thing that believes in the impossible. You know what I mean? So yay, good for that little girl that used to drive everyone crazy. I never felt like I belonged. My sisters were so close. I was always the one that was the issue. If I wanted to wear blush, I would make it known that I wanted to wear blush. And my mom was like, oh, you know, but I mean, my mom is my best friend now. I talk to her almost every hour. She's like, I love you so much, Shawne. She cries and says, thank you so much, Shawne. But you know what? How if we let all the crud and all the gunk, picture it like a big plumbing, all the stuff just builds up there, and I just believe all this stuff about myself. Like, don't talk. Don't use your voice. That voice is annoying. If I would have believed all the garbage and all the stuff people tried to believe and not went deep inside my inner child and said, hey, you know what, man, I know that's not fair that you had to like share your babyhood, you know? But you know what? I like your voice. Your voice protects you. Your voice protects others. Your voice shows love. And I don't regret it for one moment. But you know what? I had to go deep, man. I had to go, you know what? It wasn't perfect, but I was so blessed. You know, my company, I have made them over $1 million 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row. And why? What do I say? What have I said this year as we come to an end? Get ready, number 5, because I am not stopping. And I am so extremely grateful. I ask, I believe, and then I am such a person. I'm all about the motion. Like I need to lift my hands, because I can't just go, I lift my hands, you know, in my head. I'm like, no, I'm ready. Like I'm ready. If I want to feel what it drives to drive in a nice car, guess what? Go test drive a car. Seriously, go sit in the seat. If you want to feel love, go to a place and just Let love shower you. It's there. The experience is everywhere we look. You know what I mean? It's just a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, and you're never ever your age. Seriously, I am 60 years old. I just turned 60 years old. And I'm telling you that just because I do not feel 60. There is no way. And guess what? I am excited. I just walked into the next best chapters of my life. Been there, done that, learned, you know, growing through all those things, man. I'm just ready to just embrace every single thing. You know what I mean?
So you believe everyone on this earth has a purpose?
Oh God, yes. Every single person. You may be a homeless man on the street or a woman, but you have a purpose. You may be a criminal behind bars. You have a purpose. You may be a dog, a cat, a tree, a building. You have purpose. That's why when I tell people energy is real, think about what it takes to make your heart beat, to wire your brain to know exactly how to talk, walk. You know what I mean? Just tap into that, you guys. Like, even if you picture yourself at the ocean, put your little foot in, put your toe in. We don't even ask you to go out there, conquer all your fears in one day, dive into the ocean. We just say, put your toe in. You're doing, that's good enough, man. You know why that's good enough? Because when I put my toe in, it is the same power and energy I use as someone who swims a marathon. Because I am matching to that experience the energy I want it to bring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you you're afraid of frogs, go hold frogs. I'm telling you, man, you know what? Look at a frog. Go to a little place, look at a frog in a cage or whatever. Man, just okay, that's good. I'm not asking you to hold frogs. I'm not asking you to go swim a marathon. I am telling you, just let the fear go. You know what I mean? Just try to do something. Yeah, just take a baby step. Yeah.
You mentioned animals and trees.
I'm a true believer.
They have spirit?
Oh, yes. I believe that. And my God, dogs go to heaven. I believe He created. Do they have a heart? Yes. Do they feel happy when you come home? Yes. Do they come and comfort you when you are in pain or have anxiety so bad you can't even move? Yes. So can you tell me that a dog doesn't have a spirit? These dogs, cats, birds, everything is sent to you divinely. You have to believe that what you need, it will be sent to you. It will be given to you. Why do you think it says you can have the desire of your heart? It doesn't say sometimes you can have the desire of your heart. Maybe you'll get the desire of your heart. It says you shall have the desire of your heart. It is that clear. It is that black and white.
Ask and you shall receive.
Ask, believe, receive.
This is the last question.
It's okay.
How would you like to be remembered?
Oh God, I want my leg. Oh, that's a beautiful question, because when you really, I don't know, I want to be, I cry because my dad was a beautiful person, and his legacy of love lives on forever. He would go to the Denny's restaurant, and he would go there every day for lunch, sit there, and a waitress came up and she just looked overwhelmed, and he said, what's wrong? And she goes, my washer broke, and I have like 4 kids and I have no. He went home and took my mom's washer and said, let's go he put it on the truck and he brought the washer to her house. And he said, I'll get you a new one, Eileen, but this lady needs it. She has 4 kids. How do I want my legacy to be remembered? I want it to be remembered love. Like, seriously, the one person in your life that always told you how special you are and how nothing was impossible. And that even if it looked impossible and everything was stacked against you, you will be the exception. You know what I mean? Believing that, helping someone else see that on their journey is how I want to be remembered. I want to do that for my son too. I mean, I teach him every single day that you were divinely put here and you are such a gift from God. You know, the moment you came along, you taught me what love was. You know what I mean? It's the truest form. Yeah.
You're so beautiful.
Love is so beautiful. And I cry because it's free.
And you're pouring your heart out.
It's free. Give it away. You know what I mean? It doesn't cost you a thing. You know, I I do cry because so many people that just walk by someone. You don't have to have $1,000 to give them, but when you walk by a homeless person, my God, say something nice.
Acknowledge
Do you think that they want to be there? You know what I mean? If someone treats you mean, man, feel sad that they're so unhappy. Instead of getting angry, just go, oh my God. In your own mind, say, I'm gonna pray for you, man. I'm gonna sow so much love, you're gonna feel it. You're not gonna know I hit you. Because if you can't love yourself right now, I'm gonna love you enough. You may be a stranger, but you will get love from me and kindness that will help you through this. Yeah.
Wow,
That's the
really
truest
impactful
story.
for me to hear.
It's a beautiful thing, girl. I never thought I would cry, but no, seriously, it's just being real. A legacy is a pretty important thing, you guys. It doesn't all revolve around money. We don't have to be a millionaire and give people millions of dollars. Love is probably the most valuable thing you can give someone, a sense of worth, that they matter. Sowing seeds into my friend to know that she's enough to be respected and loved. You know what I mean? She doesn't need to be talked to that way. She doesn't need to be put down. She doesn't need to be controlled. She's a person. She was divinely made. She's a fingerprint. You know what I mean? So special. And she deserves the best. We all do. It is a beautiful thing.
Do you have anything else you want to share?
No, I'm what an honor it is that you saw this in me somehow when I just met you. And you're like, please. And I was scared. And then of course it would have been easier not to do a scary thing. But I was just like, you know what, Shawne, just show up. That's my biggest thing, is just to show up every day, because whoever's listening to this right now, you matter. You know what I mean? You're worth it. You matter. This was made with enough love to infuse you from wherever we sit, to know that you matter. Walk into your purpose. Connect the dots. My God, is that easy? Kindergartners know how to connect the dots. We can do it. Yeah.
That was so awesome.
I am so grateful for you. Thank you.
I'm so grateful for you.
Thank you.
As soon as I walked through your door, I knew that I was meant to meet you.
Thank you. I know.